reservoir of nutrients. Milk has a very special place in the dietary. It is one of the most complete single foods available in nature. Milk is a white liquid produced by the mammary glands of female mammals. It forms the primary source of nutrition for the newborn and the young. It also satisfies the energy and vitamin requirement of the adults. Humans first learned to regularly consume the milk of other mammals following the domestication of animals during the Neolithic Revolution or the invention of agriculture. This development occurred independently in several places around the world from as early as 9000 to 7000 BC in Southeast Asia to 3500 to 3000 BC in the Americas. It is the reservoir of nutrients which helps to meet the demands of human nutrition. It is rich in proteins, fats, calcium, phosphorus, riboflavin, and other B vitamins. The calcium in milk makes bone and teeth stronger. Doctors and nutritionists recommend that everyone should drink about 2 glasses of milk a day to stay healthy. Lack of milk in the diet may result in calcium deficiency, paving a path to osteoporosis. Children who drink milk tend to have superior overall nutrient intakes compared with children who don't drink milk. The requirement of human bodies for vitamins can be maintained by the intake of milk. Consuming 1 glass of milk contributes about 44% of daily recommended vitamins. So, it is advisable to make milk a part of daily diet so as to promote health fitness. Milk cannot be kept in its original form for a long time, and all the milk produced cannot be consumed as milk. Milk held for any length of time is subjected to various types of spoilage. Thus, using milk, a number of milk products are produced. Milk products are also widely known as dairy products. Curd. Indian food has a number of side dishes to go with the main meal. Among them, the most popular and must-have item is the curd. Curd is a soft white substance formed when milk sours. It is a very popular milk product in India. It ranks second to milk in the extent of consumption. Curd is the lactic fermentation of milk. Boiled milk is cooled to about 50 degrees Celsius, to which acidic edibles like lemon juice, vinegar, or a teaspoon of curd from an earlier batch of curd are added. The lactic acid bacteria present in the acidic edible curdles the milk. They utilize the lactose in milk and break it down to lactic acid. The formation of lactic acid increases the acidity of milk. When the pH reaches 4.6, the milk protein, casein, coagulates as curd. The optimum temperature of curd is 35 to 40 degrees Celsius. The time needed for the formation varies from 8 to 12 hours depending on the atmospheric temperature. Once made, curd keeps well at a refrigerator temperature for 2 to 3 days. Curd is a very nourishing food. It is a valuable source of protein, calcium, and minerals. It has 0 carbs, 0 sugars, and 0 trans fat, with calcium for growing bones. A cup of fresh curd can help a great deal in keeping mind and body healthy and fit. It has high nutritional value, which provides numerous health benefits. Some of the health benefits are: improves the digestive system, strengthens the immune system, helps to cope with bowel and stomach problems, beneficial for those suffering from osteoporosis. Consuming curd increases the capacity to absorb the nutrients and minerals from other foodstuffs. Beneficial for lactose intolerant, as they can gain all nutritive content of milk through curd. Provides relief to the person suffering from dysentery. Beneficial for vaginal infections. As calcium content is very high, it is good for healthy bones and teeth. Minimizes the risk of high blood pressure. Coping with high level of cholesterol becomes easier. If curd cannot be consumed as a whole, it can be clubbed with other food items. For instance, curd mixed with rice and a pinch of salt tastes yummy. It can be relished both with salt and sugar. Variety of dishes, from sweet desserts to the spicy side dishes, are prepared out of curd. Curd is also used as a beauty product. If curd is massaged on facial skin, it acts as skin bleach. It also brings softness in skin. Applying curd on scalp is good for treating dandruff. The curd is sour, but it produces tasty and palatable butter when churned. The edible liquid left behind after churning is buttermilk. Buttermilk has a sour taste because of the presence of lactic acid bacteria. It is lower in fat than regular milk, as the fat has been removed to make butter. It is also high in potassium, vitamin B12, calcium, phosphorus, and riboflavin. Buttermilk is good for digestive problems as it is more quickly digested. It can be consumed anytime as a drink because it is refreshing and healthy. Butter is a favorite delicacy from time immemorial. Butter is a pale yellow, edible, fatty substance. It is one of the most highly concentrated forms of milk, which is primarily made of milk fat. In order to produce 1 kg of butter, 20 liters of milk are required. Butter is made by churning of cream until the fats separate from the liquid and turns into a semi-solid state. Butter has a unique flavor. The primary factors responsible for butter's flavor among 120 different compounds are fatty acids, lactones, methyl ketones, diacetyl, dimethyl sulfide. The butter has milk fat of 80.2%, moisture of 16.3%, common salt of 2.5%, and curd of 1%. Butter, consisting of proteins, fats, carbohydrates, and cholesterol, has great nutritional value. Some of its health benefits are good for thyroid and adrenal health. Lauric acid present in butter is good for treating fungal infection and candida. Antioxidants present in butter protects against free radical damage. Have strong anti-tumor and anti-cancer properties. Boosts immunity. Helps hormone production. protects against tooth decay, helps in keeping skin smooth and healthy. Butter has also got an intimate relationship with food. The most common use of butter is as a spread on bread, toast, scones, and sandwiches. Butter is used as a primary ingredient to enhance the flavor in soups, sauces, pastries, tarts, cookies, and so on. In the market, various types of butter are available. They are churned butter, sweet butter, light butter, cultured butter, flavored butter, blended butter, whey butter, whipped butter. Ghee. Ghee is a golden liquid obtained by melting butter. In other words, ghee is clarified butter. Curd has a shelf life of a day or two, butter a week, and ghee about a year. Ghee thus becomes the main dairy product for extended preservation. A week's collection of butter is converted into ghee. Butter contains a significant amount of moisture, which must be boiled off to create a clarified butter. Butter is heated with careful stirring until the mass melts. Between 90 degrees centigrade to 100 degrees centigrade, the contents start boiling. The solids settle to the bottom, while a thicker layer of oil forms in the center. The excess water forms a foamy top layer as it boils away. Once the boiling process has slowed considerably, the middle layer should have a golden brown appearance. This is the clarified butter or ghee. The layer of ghee is carefully removed without disturbing the layer of solids at the bottom. After cooling, ghee is stored in airtight containers. Ghee is 99.5% fat. It also contains fat-soluble vitamins as a source of energy. It is like any other fat. Ghee has an excellent aroma and is so flavorful. Thus, it is widely used in cooking, especially Indian cooking. It has a very high burning point and doesn't burn or smoke during cooking. It combines excellently with a wide variety of spices. Ghee can be used to saute food, bake, deep frying, or even as a spread. Ghee has got an equal nutritional value. It is rich in vitamin A, vitamin D, and antioxidants. In Ayurveda, ghee has a significant role because of its medicinal properties. It is extensively used in Ayurvedic practice, especially in degenerative, chronic, and deep-seated diseases. Ghee is used in different doses for different purposes at different timings in Ayurvedic treatment. It is given in larger doses in empty stomach without food for the purpose of cleansing the body by panchakarma procedures. It is used as medicine by itself or as media for extraction, absorption, and assimilation of any medicine. Ghee helps us to stay healthy. Some of its health benefits are: it helps to assimilate nutrients from the foods you eat. It contains anti-cancer and antiviral properties. It protects the body from heat diseases. Good for digestion. It increases mental clarity. It keeps skin healthy. Good for the treatment of burns and blisters. Apart from the medicinal value, and preference of ghee in cooking, in India, ghee is a significant part of Hindu religious functions. Ghee made from cow's milk has a sacred role in Vedic and modern Hindu rituals. It is also burnt in the Hindu religious ritual of Arati and is the principal fuel used for the Hindu votive lamp known as the Deep. It is used in marriages and funerals and for bathing murtis or divine idols during worship. Cheese. Cheese is a solid food prepared from pressed curd of milk. It is one of the most varied and fascinating of dairy products. In its most basic form, cheese is the curdled milk. Cheese is prepared from milk, cream, or the mixture of both. The first step of preparing cheese is curd making. The curd is then cut into cubes of 1/4 to 1/2 inch sides with cutting knives. The cubes are gently agitated and heated in jacketed vat using steam to a temperature of about 38 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes and are kept at this temperature for a further period of 45 minutes. Cooking helps the removal of whey and the cubes shrink in size. The cooked curd is allowed to settle and the whey is drained off from the vat. The curd undergoes matting. It involves the fusion of curd pieces to form a continuous rubbery slab, and the subsequent handling of the matted curd is known as cheddaring. After cheddaring, the curd blocks are milled and salted. The salted curd pieces are pressed in a hydraulic press overnight. After overnight pressing, the cheese is placed in a cool drying room at 15 degrees centigrade and 60% relative humidity for 3 to 4 days. The cheese is wax coated by dipping it in hot paraffin wax to prevent mold growth and also to prevent excessive drying during curing. The waxed cheese is kept in a curing room for ripening for at least 60 days. To get peak flavor, ripening may be continued for 12 months or longer. Cheese can be highly processed or simply fermented. While high in proteins, cheese can be low or high in fat and low or high in water content. The lower the percentage of water, the harder or firmer the cheese is. Cheese is rich in phosphorus, calcium, zinc, vitamin A, riboflavin, and vitamin B12. It has numerous health benefits. It helps to prevent cancer. Natural fats in cheese cause weight gain. Calcium content in cheese is good for strong bones and teeth. It is good for those suffering from osteoporosis. It is helpful for those suffering from high blood pressure. Good for eyesight. Useful in preventing diarrhea and constipation. It helps to reduce migraine headaches. It helps to moisturize the skin and promotes glowing and healthy skin. It promotes good sleep. Cheese is an excellent food for growing babies. Cheese can be taken as it is or can be taken along with other foodstuffs. It is one of the few food items that can be served as an appetizer, dessert, topping, garnish accompaniment, ingredient, or main dish. Variety of cheese recipes are prepared, which makes it irresistible to the taste buds. Cheese well suits with meat, vegetable, and even with sweet foods. cheese has become a main ingredient in junk food items. Pizzas, burgers with extra cheese are extremely popular among food lovers. Ice cream. Ice cream is a sweet, smooth frozen dessert prepared from milk and cream. Ice cream includes whole milk, skim milk, cream, butter, butter oil, condensed milk products, and dried milk products. Milk fat and milk solids give ice cream a rich flavor and texture. In addition to milk products, ice cream contains sugar, stabilizer, emulsifier, flavoring material, egg, water, and air. Ice cream is composed of total solid contents of about 40%, and the rest is water and incorporated air. The solids include milk fat 16 to 20%, milk solids 5 to 8%, sugar 12 to 17%, stabilizer and emulsifiers 0.2 to 0.4%. The mixture of the ingredients before air is incorporated is known as ice cream mix. Air is whipped into ice cream mix to form final ice cream. Whipping of air is necessary as small uniform air cells are necessary to prevent the ice cream from being too dense, too hard, and too cold in the mouth. Even the production of ice cream has various stages: preparation of the mix, pasteurization, homogenization, aging, freezing, hardening. First, the liquid ingredients are mixed and heated to about 43 degrees centigrade. Sugar and dry ingredients are added to the warm mix and dissolved. The mix is then pasteurized at 71 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes. The hot mix is cooled to 44 degrees centigrade. The cooled mix is aged for 4 to 24 hours. The mix is now ready to be frozen. The mix is pumped through a special barrel freezer, which freezes some of the water in the ice cream and whips air into it at the same time. Up to half the volume of ice cream would be like a frozen ice cube. The soft ice cream goes to a packaging machine where it may be packed in containers. The carton is sent to the hardening chamber where the freezing process is completed. The temperature is maintained at 23 to 34 degrees centigrade and the remaining water freezes, thereby making the ice cream firm within 24 hours. Different flavors of ice cream in varied forms such as cups, cones, candies, etc. are available in the market. The most popular flavors are vanilla, butterscotch, chocolate, blackcurrant, strawberry, mango, almond, raspberry, coffee, and so on. Ice cream contains 3 times more fat and slightly more protein than that is present in milk. It is a rich source of calcium, phosphorus, and other minerals important for body building. It is also rich in lactose and good quality protein. It is an excellent source of food energy because of rich fat content and sugar, which helps in improving body weight. It is also a good source of vitamin A, thiamine, niacin, and vitamin E. The popularity of ice cream is increasing, especially among youth and children. On birthdays, ice cream cakes are the ultimate birthday cake. It is also used in milkshakes, sandwiches, and sandies to add to the richness of the dish. Since time immemorial, a significant proportion of milk has been used in India for preparing a wide variety of dairy delicacies. In the process, the basic limitation of milk, its perishable nature, has been tastefully overcome. Its processing aims to extend the shelf life of milk while converting it into mouth-watering tidbits. Thus, diverse methods to prepare as well as preserve milk products have been developed. An estimated 50 to 55% of the milk produced in India is converted into a variety of traditional milk products using processes such as coagulation, desiccation, and fermentation. Over the millennia, these processes have largely remained unchanged, being in the hands of the traditional sweet makers who form the core of this cottage industry. Some of the indigenous milk products of India are khova. One major milk product in common use is khova. It is obtained by rapidly evaporating milk in shallow pans to total solids of about 70% and capable of being preserved as such for several days. It is used as an ingredient in making different kinds of traditional sweets such as peda, barfi and gulab jamun. Rabdi. It is prepared by heating milk in a wide pan. The milk is slowly heated and brought to boil. The scum that forms on the surface is removed and placed on the sides of the pan. When the scum is completely removed, the mass collected on the sides of the pan is moved to another plate. The mass is then gently mixed and sugar is added. This product is a great delicacy. It contains about 20% fat, 17% lactose, 10% casein and 20% sugar. Paneer. Paneer is a product of acid coagulation of hot milk and draining out of whey. It is used in preparing different kinds of sweets such as rasagollas. As they are especially popular in the eastern region, they are called Bengali sweets. Paneer is also used to prepare spicy curries. Malai. This is made by simmering large quantities of milk until a thick milk fat and coagulated protein forms on the surface. This is skimmed and laid aside to cool. This process is repeated twice. By then, most of the fat is removed. The product is smooth, white, and tastes like clotted cream. The preparation is consumed with or without the addition of sugar. Kheer. This is a partially desiccated product of milk. Its preparation is like that of khova, but the boiling is stopped when the milk is evaporated to about half its original volume. Sugar is added to the concentrated milk and the product resembles sweetened condensed milk. Lassi. Lassi is the most popular drink of the people of India. It is made by blending yogurt with water and Indian spices or sugar. It is made in two ways, either sweet or salty. On a hot, sunny day, it is only natural to quench one's thirst with a tall glass of lassi. India is the #1 milk-producing country in the world, and thus the availability of milk is abundant. So, make sure dairy products are included in your diet. Enjoy a healthy life by ensuring the benefits of milk consumption to yourself and to the society.